home, and I just kind of let them be for the last day to let them. I don't want to mess with the queen too much, because if she is like getting really PO'd, like, okay, this is not a good place to be because there's somebody in here all the time, she'll potentially leave. So I want to make sure I gave her enough time to just settle in, you know, call it home. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in here. I'll set up my camera and bring you guys along for the ride. If I'm able to find the queen, I will mark her. I have a blue paint marker that I'll be doing this year. Blue is the year of ending in 0, I think, something like that. Yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in here now and see what we got. I'm really anxious to see what this hive has in store for us, because again, it's free bees. So give me a second here to put my gloves on, all that jazz. Turn on my other camera because I'm going to record it so I can because some are not the greatest quality depending on how my Wi-Fi is. It is very hit or miss. So if the connection goes out, don't worry, I'm recording it on a secondary camera. Getting a little bit smarter with this each time, and then we'll see how it ends up. So let me stick this on my tripod here for a second. Bear with me. Being my own camera woman is sometimes a little challenging, but I can imagine there's a level of difficulty when it comes to trying to record beekeeping. Alright, I think that should be good. Yeah, I think so. Alright. Let's get in here and see what we got. This hive, like I said, I took out of a tree. I have it ratcheted all together so it didn't come apart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this solid bottom board with this screened bottom board here. It has an oil tray in it, and it's better for the overall health of the hive. Alright, you guys are going to experience this for the first time with me. Let me turn on the other camera that I just talked about and didn't actually turn on. I can't do two things at once, sorry. Hold on. Stand by. Coming back in a second. Alright, that should be good. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and pop this baby open. I'm back. And if the connection is bad, I'm sorry. I will be posting this to my YouTube channel for a rerun. So it is what it is. I can't. I'm in the process of getting a new Wi-Fi router that'll help me get Wi-Fi outside, since that's where I need it most of the time. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. I'm a little nervous about this situation, but alright, there's a good amount of bees in here. Good news. Looks like I have at least 4 frames of bees, which is a pretty good sized nuke. I stuck a whole bunch of blank frames in here so that they wouldn't shift around when I was moving it, obviously. So a lot of these are going to be just empty. Blank frames. You guys see okay? I might try bringing you in a little closer here to see if you can see better. Hold on, we're gonna figure this out, I promise. Alright. That might be as good as I get. Let's see. Can you see that? Yeah, you don't need to see me. You don't care about me, right? It's just the bees. Alright, hold on. Alrighty. It is what it is at this point, sorry. I really would like to find the queen. Ideally, she'll be laying and she'll have some eggs in here. Because once she starts laying, that's home. She's very unlikely to leave once she has started laying her brood. So that's what we really want to see. We really want to see eggs being laid in here. Okay. They're putting nectar in here, so that's good. They're bringing in stores. This frame was empty and now it has nectar in it. Gotta be careful here and be very conscious of where the queen is, because she's probably not marked unless she came from somebody else's hive. Alright, cool. They have started drawing out wax. This is a plastic foundation strip that I gave them, and this is the stuff that they have started drawing out. So that's good news. Move that over. Let's see what we got in here. I put just some old comb in here to get them started, and they seem to have liked it. Now, so put some lemongrass oil in the front. Take those little tubes out here as well. Looking for eggs. Oh, I think it's one. No, it's this reflection. So I got stores in here. This was just a blank frame that they have totally drawn out. There's nothing even on this frame when I put it in there. It was just wood. And they've built all that out. Again, I'm looking for the queen because obviously a little harder to find when they're not marked, but if she's bred well, she'll be fat and probably going to be longer, so hopefully that's the case. I'll have to monitor her performance and see how well the queen does. But I'm excited to have a feral colony because it just increases the genetics of my apiary. Don't see any queen yet for stores here. There's a good amount of bees here, so that's good news. Don't see any brood, so hope the queen made the perilous travel to the new home. I don't know. It's a long journey when you're a queen and have to leave the hive that you were so used to. One of these frames I'm hoping is going to have. Some drones to the boy bees. Queen yet. I don't see eggs yet either, which is a little concerning. Maybe I don't have a queen, but sometimes when they're stressed out in a new home, they'll take a little while. Let's see what that looks like. Got lots of honey stores in there, you can see. Come on, Queenie, where are you? be really careful about not trying to miss her. Usually the old queen will leave with the hive. Or with the swarm, and she's usually already been bred and will lay, but son of a gun here. Hard to see. Don't see the queen yet. Come on, queen, where are you? If there's no queen here, I'll probably give it a few more days just to make sure she's not stressed out and having laid yet. But if there's no, oh, yep, there's no queen here. Where did I get those eggs from, though? So there might be a queen here actually, but we're trying to supersede her. Means re-queen her. See, there's. You see all those little peanut-shaped, cells there? Those are all queen cups. Those are usually supersedure, meaning they've lost their queen. So, I don't know where they got the eggs from. Maybe she made it and then died. I don't know. One that's open. I don't know if they hatched or. Really hope I didn't get that swarm trap down while the queen was out in a mating flight. That would be my freaking luck. Oh my. Never had that happen before, but hey. First for everything, right? Alright, I really don't see the queen now. But I see two swarm cups. Right, where is she? She's gotta be in here somewhere. This is the most tedious process ever, trying to find a queen that's not marked. I don't see any other eggs though. I don't know what they're trying to tell her. I'm gonna have to mull this one over, like what the heck happened in this hive. I mean, there's drone. Weird. Where is the queen? I have to go back over to where that swarm was and make sure I don't have a queen hanging out on the outside of the box I just put up there. Since she could have potentially gone out for a mating flight and I brought the hive down conveniently during the 2 days that she was gone. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. Good house. I I've gone through hives before and thought that there was no queen, and then like days later there's eggs everywhere, so. I might just put this hive back together. And see what it does. Alright. Can't find a queen. Don't see any eggs. Excuse me. Strangely enough, though, there is queen cells, which is weird. Not sure how they would have gotten eggs unless there were a couple on the frame that I gave them the stores on. Which is actually, now that I think about it, this frame, but those eggs would have been, that's probably what happened. I probably didn't even notice. There were a few eggs in this frame. This frame, I marked it with a P. I took out of the donor hive and gave to them a few days ago before I closed them up, because I wanted to give them enough stores to survive being closed in for a few days. Well, they must not have had a queen, because they found those few eggs that were on this. I thought this was all honey. Obviously I didn't do a super thorough inspection, but I thought this was all honey. There must have been a couple eggs that queen from the hive I took it from had laid, which is good because that queen is a hive I might count of 1, and that's the best hive I want, so that's what happened. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, what? I've lived and I've learned a lot when it comes to beekeeping, and there are a few things now that like really stumped me, and I was really confused about that one. I was like, how the heck did they? Alright, so it's unlikely that there's a queen in here. There's no signs of eggs, and they are clearly wanting to make emergency queens. So this kind of looks like something's hatched out there. I don't know if they chewed that out or if that's been hatched out. An unmated queen is going to look very much like a worker bee, so at this time I'm just gonna probably stick these back in here and leave them be for a while, because I don't want to mess up. If she's out on a mating flight right now as we speak, I don't want to be jeopardizing. Sorry, I got bees in here all buzzing around like they're following something, but usually you can watch them and they'll tell you where things are in the hive. Alright, so I'm going to leave this hive be for a little while. Maybe they made their own queen. If they haven't, I'm going to give them a frame from another hive, the one that I was just talking about that has a really good mite count. And we'll go from there. I just don't see any eggs, which means there's no mated queen in here. If they had an existing queen, she would have already started laying. So I gave her drawn comb. And the rest of these frames, I only gave them one frame from the donor hive, if you will, and that's the one that the queen cups are on. So I'm going to leave them with their stores and this frame that they've decided to make some queens off of. probably going to give them a couple more. If that's the case, I might give them a fresher frame of eggs so that they can make a better quality queen and have more of an offering, if you will, of eggs. Looks like they just picked the only 3 or 4 they could find and made a queen out of them, which might not be the best, most viable queen cells to pick from. But overall, they're foraging. They seem healthy. I don't see any signs of diseases. I got easily 4 frames of bees right now, so that's super exciting. We've built a lot of wax, so I'm just gonna keep letting them do their thing and see what they do with this requeening process. Can't buy any queens right now. It's too early in the year for queen breeders. Yes, that's a thing. Queen breeders. There are actually queen breeders. Where I get most of my queens from. Proven queen breeders that will have a good genetic makeup. Naturally. Alright, I'm just going to leave them with... Honestly, I'm probably just going to leave them with that. I'm not going to give them too many. Well, maybe one more. Nope, I'm going to leave this one out. I'll leave it out because I have those few frames that are up in the hive. I put back up in the tree to catch the stragglers. So I'll leave some space here for them to go on. Alright, well, that is what it is now. No queen, didn't see any eggs, but looks like they're remaking themselves a new queen, which is great because I prefer them making one off of the hive that I like the queen on. So you never know with beekeeping, it's always an adventure. I will keep you guys updated on this and let you know what happens with the queen, if they make their own, if she comes back, whatever. It's kind of hard to tell. You kind of just make your best inference as a beekeeper and move on. So, gonna go to the other hives now and see what they got going on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I will keep you updated on the progress. Bye.